Now just imagine me and the boys in Dubai driving Lamborghinis with Rolos, Fiji Water owner, and TJR, as well as doing money spreads in Miami. I bet you haven't thought of that. This is called a vision board. This is what I want to be happening. I'm gonna have it, okay? Whether or not TJR and Brez Fiji Water did like it or not. Today we're going to be going over how to scale your LLC business in Miami. Just kidding. Get fucking trolled. We are going over what are we doing? Yeah, SMTs. What makes or breaks an SMT? Let's go, baby. All right, let's go up here where like there's no price action because we gotta figure it out. I'm sorry, guys. I have just been diagnosed with ball sack syndrome. So let's say we have NASDAQ on this side, because this is what we're usually going to be having. And then we have ES, aka S&P 500 on the right side. And then we'll do is like NQ. Boom, baby. NQ. Woo. We have each of these on each side. So we're gonna be looking for S&T. Where the fuck, bro? Where did it just disappeared? Anchor. There we go. So let's say we have, actually, I should probably not anchor that and lock it instead, because that makes more sense. So I can do this. Whoa. Let's say we have price up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay. But then we have some prominent lows. Let's say we have some liquidic over here. Okay, so this is liquidity. Oops. Liquidity sweep. And then we have the same thing right here. Let's copy and paste. Actually, let's not do that. Let's do, like, let's line it up. 1, 2. Wow, guys, look at me, such a freaking professional at this. Boom. But price doesn't exactly sweep the liquidity, right? Let's say we were to have it lined up. Oh wow, price doesn't sweep liquidity. So it sweeps on NASDAQ, but doesn't sweep on ES. What does that mean? We have an SMT, and this SMT is going to stay valid until ES breaks through it. If it does, if it creates equal lows, that is still valid, and I'll explain that in a second here. So basically, once an SMT, once the liquidity sweep happens on one pair, not the other, that's the beginning of an SMT. Okay, let me show you guys another version of an SMT. Oops, let me zoom out a little bit. How's that going? Okay, so this is version number 1. I'll just use the top half for now. Actually, that'll make it a little bit easier to explain. Let's just say we had the liquidity swept on both sides, but it forms equal lows. So let's just say we have, you know, this trend line. So let's pretend this is a candle. Okay, this is a candle wick. Okay, and so is this, because these are our liquidity. Candle wick, liquidity sweep. So this liquidity sweep would immediately turn into an SMT because it didn't get or it got swept here, but still an SMT because there are equal lows. There's equal lows and it hasn't been broken through. Let's just say price keeps going up and does not break through. That means this is valid. So if you were to draw it out, I guess you can say that if the SMT is up here, you're good. It's valid. But if it breaks through, and I'm not talking about close, if it actually just goes below it, this is the one time where closes don't fucking matter, and it only matters about the live candle. So let's just say it fucking goes below, but then trends back up and actually closes up here. that's still an invalid SMT. Okay, it has to not even go below the low. All right, great, perfect. Let's just say the SMT was, let's bring it up a little bit. Let's just say it was here. Let's bring this up. And it's the same thing on this side. It's equal lows, but on NASDAQ, it's tilted upwards instead of downward. It doesn't fucking matter which way it's tilted, as long as one is swept and one isn't. That's the only thing that matters. Okay? If one is swept and one, okay, so they both, there's a line I'm going to draw, okay? Right here, like you guys should just take the liquidity, okay? Draw a fucking line and label it SMT breakthrough. That's what I usually do, okay? So I'll usually have the horizontal ray because it'll make more sense. I'll just say SMT breakthrough, meaning if price goes below this, then the SMT is invalid, okay? So I'm going to run through the multiple versions of what an SMT looks like real quick, just so you guys can get the best idea. So let's just say ES is our, because this doesn't fucking matter if it happens at NQ, ES, it's the same shit. So let's just say ES is the one where it does not ever go through. Okay, so a NASDAQ can either look like this, okay, or can look like this. But this is just equal lows. This isn't an SMT. An SMT can't be two equal lows. One has to be like up or down. You know what I mean? It can't really be in between. That's just called equal lows. So it can either look like this or this, okay, or this or this. Sorry, no, I was gonna bring it down, right? Like this is just showing where the SMT breaks through. Like, let's just keep it separate. Just keep it simple. My bad. That's the SMT breakthrough. Let's just make that yellow, whatever. SMT breakthrough, and then yeah. So it can be anywhere on the above. Anywhere on the above. I'm so stupid, bro. Anywhere on the upper side. And that's quite literally it. It's as simple as that. As long as one pair does not break through, it can tap it, but it can't break through. Can't even go through it. Otherwise, it's just gonna fall. You'll see it time and time again. And it's the same thing for bearish, okay? Let's go over bearish SMT now. So this is bullish. So how you'll know if it's bullish is if it's on the buy side liquidity. Or sorry, yeah, buy side liquidity. So buy side, right? And then this is your sell side up here. So if it's on the bottom, it means it's for longs. If it's on the top, it means short. So this right here is buy side because it's, you know, the lower half. So when it happens, because obviously, you're going to be looking for longs when you're in a discount, right? You're not going to be looking for longs while you're in a premium, which means like you're on the higher side of a trend. You're going to be looking for fucking longs if you're in a discount. So you want to be looking for SMTs on the bottom side. Let's look at bearish SMTs. So let's say we have price trending up. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see, we have liquidity right here. Okay, that's liquidity. Let's just mark it out. Boom, boom. Liquidity. And we have, let's bring this. Oh, hello. NASDAQ. 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 What you doing, NASDAQ? What you doing, boy? Okay. NASDAQ. And we have our liquidity over here. Boom, baby. Where the fuck did my text go? Oh, there we go. So on NASDAQ, it gets swept, and on ES, it doesn't. Okay. So then that means that ES can do whatever the fuck it wants. I don't care if ES goes here, 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 as long as it doesn't go above the liquidity. If it breaks, if it even goes through a little bit, boom, SMT is invalidated. Your model is automatically going to have a very significant less chance of playing out. I know some people that don't even trade unless there's SMTs, and it's insane because they're really that good. Okay, so that's quite literally what an SMT is. As simple as I can put it, and it shouldn't be that hard to spot. It's really easy to see. I'll even give you an example right now. I'm not gonna open the other pair, but oops. I'm not gonna open the other pair, but I'm gonna give an example. So let's say this is NASDAQ, obviously it is, and you have this high right here, and you have this high right here as well. Let's just say hypothetically, we have ES. Let's just draw it out ES. Let's pretend that this is ES with my marker right now. Pretend it's like overlaying, okay? ES is kind of, it's moving a little bit different, a little bit, boom, boom, whatever. Then it goes back up, blah, 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 keeps going. And then for some reason, ES wants to come all the way the fuck up here, right? But NASDAQ does not take this previous high. That's an SMT because ES has taken this previous high when NASDAQ hasn't. What does that mean? We want to look for shorts because it's an SMT on the upside, right? It didn't take a low, it took a high. You should be looking for a short. If your short model is there, if your model is there to take a short, then you take a fucking short off of that. That's quite literally the most simple explanation I can give for an SMT. And if you have any questions, then watch the next video. I got you, bro. All right.